You all for coming. We will go ahead and get this show on the road. You have a career in PR, Mike, if you ever decide this early childhood thing isn't your thing. My name is Christy Lanier Robinson. It's my pleasure to welcome you all here and to introduce our co-founder, one of our co-founders, Chris Dishinger, with LDG Development to help us get things started. Chris?
What a great day. You know, it's really just so exciting that you get to make your living doing stuff that means more than just making a living. So I'm very happy to be here today. At LDG, we believe that everyone deserves a quality place to live. And, you know, when you look out, housing is the foundation of family, and that's the work we do. But family is the foundation of community. And so until you have a stable family, you can't have a stable community. And we just believe that, you know, that's such an important part of what we do every day. We have LDG has 25,000 units across 8 states, and we have 40,000 residents that live in our properties. That's a small city, and those people are important to us, and they're important to the communities that they live in. I think back to when we were introduced to the BEZOS people, and we made a little trip to Seattle, and we toured that first BEZOS Academy, and we bonded with the little kids. And I can remember specifically this little girl that came up to me, and she says, "I have a secret." And so she told me the secret about the little boy she had a crush on, but she wouldn't tell anybody else. And so I was sold from that point forward. We believe, I'm sorry. When we were in that meeting, so met that young girl, was excited about this. We went back and had lunch with the BEZOS people. And I was very hopeful that we could convince them to come to Louisville. But as many things in life, I'm not nearly as persuasive as my wife, Lisa, and Christy Robinson. And so we sat in lunch, and I said, "Hey, wouldn't it be a great opportunity if you could come to Louisville?" And the conversation was, "Yeah, well, we'll look at expanding places." But Lisa and Christy are like a dog with a bone. They would not let go. And so thank both of you for your persistence, your vision. And then Louisville as a community, we should talk about that for just a second, because sometimes Louisville as a community gets like the can't do attitude, or we can't get it done. But what I can remember is we came back and we engaged the community. Council, Marcus, I remember you being at some of the meetings, and the previous mayor and all the people from the state. I believe that, everybody kind of came together to say, how can we make this happen, and to be open and welcoming to BEZOS. So I think we should be proud as a community to be here. And thank you to Mike and your team for listening to us and letting this happen here. This really is life-changing stuff. And I know they're going to talk about what it is more, and so I'm not going to steal that thunder, but I just know that today is a very, very proud day for me, and a very, very proud day for LDG, and a very, very proud day for the city of Louisville. We realize there's more to be done, but I know that we can do it. So really with that, one of the things that LDG has done in the last couple of years is we've really instituted a resident
Oh, I get a microphone. Yay. Okay. Yay. All right. Today announcement doesn't just reflect the commitment of BEZOS and LDG. Today really reflects the commitment of Louisville as a community. It has not been that long ago that we brought BEZOS here and brought everyone, I think most people here in today, to our house, all over the community to show them what Louisville is all about. And I cannot thank you all enough for showing up again today to show them that we are committed to early childhood education, that we are committed to our residents, that we're committed to our communities. And talk about stealing some thunder. So our first school, BEZOS Academy, Louisville, Okolona, is located near two of our developments, Jefferson Green and Jefferson Landings. These communities are providing more than 600 units of high-quality, affordable housing and serving families earning up to 80% of the area median income. Construction on the Okolona School is well underway and almost complete. It will house 4 classrooms and serve up to 80 students and will open early next year. Today, we are breaking ground on our second BEZOS Academy, Russell. This school is located near one of our newest developments, the Eclipse, which will open later this year and represent almost $50 million of investment in this area. As you can tell, this area has a whole lot of investment going on. We've got the West Louisville Hospital, the Goodwill campus, and soon the residents in this community will have a high-quality preschool education of the BEZOS Academy. All of this is well needed and well deserved in this area. BEZOS Academy Russell will result in more children from this neighborhood and the surrounding area that will enter school well prepared and ready for them to build on the current efforts. The road that brought us here today started almost 30 years ago, I would say, when me and Chris first started out as young parents. And I had a very difficult child to deal with. He had some challenges, let's say. He wouldn't listen, he wouldn't sleep, he wouldn't behave, let's just say. I didn't know what to do with him. I had no idea. But I had a mother who cared, and she asked some really smart teachers, what in the world does my daughter do with this child? And they said, you know, you need to put him in Montessori. You need to put him in Montessori school. And I was like, what in the world is Montessori? And she said, I don't know, but you're going to do it. And I said, okay, but we can't afford it. And she said, we're going to figure it out. So we did. And we put our son in Montessori, and it changed our lives. He learned how to love to learn. And it wasn't long after that that my daughter started in Montessori. And from there, our education path became easy because our children learned how to learn. They came in, they played. That's basically what it was. They played, but they were learning, and their world got organized. Our world was chaos at home, but at school, it became organized. And that's what we're giving these children, is a head up, a leg up, and some advancement in life, and it's going to be life-changing. And I am so excited about it, and that's what we are giving forward, and this community is giving forward. And I just cannot thank all of you all enough, because we would not be here without everybody who is standing here today. So please, everyone give each other a round of applause. So, to the BEZOS team, thank you for believing in Louisville and for sharing our commitment in changing the world one door at a time, one family at a time, and one child at a time. With that, it is my pleasure to introduce Michael Abello. Did I say that right? I was practicing. Chief Education Officer for BEZOS Academy.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Lisa. Stories like yours are why we're doing this. One child at a time, changing opportunities, shifting the paradigm to make sure every child has an opportunity for a great education and lifelong learning. I'm super excited to be here in Louisville. We have so much to celebrate. This represents one of 4 sites that we're going to be building here in the next couple of years in Kentucky. Chris, I was honored to meet you this morning and moved by your words as well. Family, you mentioned family being the foundation of the community. And as a former educator, school leader, I like to think of our schools being centered around the family and the community. In many ways, they are the foundation of our schools. So it is a pleasure to be partnering with you in this endeavor. For those of you I have not met, my name is Michael Labeo. I'm the Chief Education Officer at BEZOS Academy. I joined BEZOS Academy about 5 years ago before we opened the door to our first preschool in Des Moines, Washington, before we really understood what it would look like to open a network of Montessori-inspired preschools around the country. We had an incredible group of experts and a mission, and our mission was to nurture the potential of every child to become a creative leader, original thinker, and lifelong learner by increasing access to early childhood opportunities in low-income community areas. The fact is, as many of us know, preschool is far too expensive, and it doesn't always exist where it's needed or within the hours that work for family schedules. That's what we're hoping to fix at BEZOS Academy in the communities around the U.S. and here in Louisville. What's incredible about Louisville is the number of elected officials, foundations, nonprofit members, and community members who are working towards that same mission. We're here in Louisville in large part to LDG. Thank you. Chris and Lisa Dischinger put the city on our radar. We are incredibly grateful. Introduced us to some incredible people who made sure that we had what we needed to succeed here. People like Lieutenant Governor Coleman, who both personally and in office has put so much into helping bring educational opportunities to Kentuckians as a former educator and school leader herself. People like Mayor Greenberg, who has put closing the preschool access gap front and center in his administration, and who is thrilled to be partnering with the BEZOS Academy Fairdale location here. Thank you, Mayor. And organizations like the James Graham Foundation, who through their financial support has helped make building these schools a possibility. There are so many others here today with us who have helped make this possible and to help move our mission forward. And with your support and with the announcement of BEZOS Academy Louisville Riverport, we can now say by 2026, we're going to be providing full day care, tuition-free preschool to 280 children here in Louisville. That's 280 families who can go to their job or just manage the strenuous demands of their day, having young kids at home, knowing that their kids are going to get a great start that an excellent preschool education provides. To us, this is what working hand in hand looks like, and we couldn't be more grateful to be here. Thank you so much.
My pleasure to welcome Mayor Greenberg to the podium. Mayor.
Thank you so much, Christy, and good morning, everyone. My wife, Rachel, and I are so thrilled to be here today for this wonderful event, and just a great sign of progress. To be here with Chris and Lisa, Mark and Barbara, and the entire LDG team, thank you so much for what you all do. Thank you for your commitment to early childhood learning. Thank you for your commitment to safe, quality, and affordable housing all across this city. We need more folks like you and Jake Brown and the others that are doing this important work to ensure that every Louisvillian has safe, quality, and affordable housing, because as you said, Chris, it is that type of housing is the foundation for families and everything else that happens in life. So thank you all so much. And thanks to Mike and Beth George, to Michael, to the entire BEZOS Academy team. We love having you in Louisville. We love doing more groundbreakings. We're excited about more openings. I'll get back to you guys shortly. And to my other colleagues in elected public service, to President of our Metro Council, Marcus Winkler, to Councilwoman Donna Purvis, thank you for joining with me to ensure that our city supports early childhood learning in every way that we can. Because as all of us here today know, the research is so crystal clear that when kids get the start in early childhood learning, they are going to lead more productive lives. They're going to lead more prosperous lives. They're 70% less likely to be arrested for a violent crime during their lifetime. They'll not just be able to pursue their hopes and dreams, but they'll even be able to have a better idea of what the opportunities are to create their hopes and dreams. And that's why my administration is so committed to working to make sure that every 3 and 4-year-old in Louisville has the opportunity for an early childhood experience, learning experience, like the BEZOS Academy is providing for now 280 kids here in Louisville. And so that's why, working in partnership with my colleague Mariana Barzin and others, we worked in partnership with Metro Council to create Thrive by 5 Louisville, an amazing new nonprofit organization that is led by an amazing Louisvillian leader, Ashley Novak Butler, who is here with us today. Where Thrive by 5 Louisville is going to be working to create that pathway for every 3 and 4-year-old child to get a quality start on their education, to work with partners like the BEZOS Academy, to work with other early childhood learning providers across the entire city. That is a legacy that we all have the opportunity to leave for the future of our city. It will make our city and Commonwealth so much stronger because of that contribution to our community. And the opportunity to partner with the BEZOS Academy is a truly unique opportunity for our city. There are not many cities as fortunate as Louisville. There are not many cities that were fortunate, with Chris and Lisa and Christy, to have those early conversations with the BEZOS Academy team. For them to choose Louisville, and now to have 4 sites in the works in our city, with hopefully many more to come. I've got some ideas already. We are fortunate to have their investment, their teachers, their infrastructure, their learning for our kids here in Louisville. And so thank you all so much. You all are doing such an amazing job on a national level, leading this whole area forward. And to have you here in Louisville is truly special. It's an honor for us. We want to continue building on this partnership, expanding this partnership. Metro government is looking for more sites as we speak, and I know others are as well. Hopefully we can do more together. Thank you all so much. It's so wonderful to be here today. And as you guys have already heard, we're also joined here today by another amazing public servant, an educator herself, someone who is working every day to ensure that kids, young adults, people of all ages across our Commonwealth have the opportunity to learn, to get more skills in life, to pursue new career paths. Education is at the core of what all of us in public service are committed to. It is my pleasure to work closely with Governor Beshear and his entire administration, and it is a particular pleasure to work with the Lieutenant Governor of our state, who is not just an amazing educator, but an amazing Lieutenant Governor in public service. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman.
Thank you so much, Mayor. It is so good to join you guys after a slow news weekend. It is great to be here with you in Louisville and in the Russell neighborhood. And as a former teacher, this is truly one of the most exciting things that I get to be a part of, because I know what this means. I know what this means for this community, for the city of Louisville, and even the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Because today's announcement is really twofold. I know we're talking about early childhood education, and that's critically important. But in the near term, this education center will be a win for the community and the Commonwealth, because we know that so many industries across Kentucky are facing a critical workforce shortage. And research shows that the lack of affordable childcare and early childhood education options is one of the main reasons that those workers, particularly women, drop out of the workforce. And the fact of the matter is that we need a bigger, more diverse workforce in Kentucky because right now, Kentucky's economy is on fire. We're seeing new jobs announcements all across the Commonwealth since Governor Beshear and I were inaugurated in 2019. Companies have pledged more than $30 billion in new investments across the Commonwealth. That is going to result in over 52,000 new full-time, good-paying jobs for our families. And each of these announcements means that we are making Kentucky a better place for everyone by providing the opportunity for a good living for our families. But families need stability to be able to take advantage of those opportunities. And early childhood education is the single most important factor in bringing stability to those families. It is why Governor Beshear and I included fully funding preschool for every 4-year-old in the Commonwealth in every single budget we have proposed since we took office. Unfortunately, the legislature has removed that funding every single time. But I am grateful that we have local leaders like Mayor Greenberg and the City Council who have taken this matter into their own hands because they know it's too important to wait. And here is my promise to you. I am not going to stop until this is a reality for every family in Kentucky. As a mom, I have a daughter. My oldest daughter just finished nursing school. My oldest bonus son just graduated from college. My youngest bonus son is a senior in college. And I have a 4-year-old. Yeah, I'll tell you that story later, Mike. But I want them to be able to have everything they want in their life right here, in their community, in this Commonwealth, because here's the reality. Those lofty investments and those big jobs numbers that I just talked about, they don't mean anything unless we invest in an education system from early childhood through the workforce that provides the pipeline that we need to make that economy run. And the future of that economy is in our classrooms today. This announcement, secondly, is big for the long term because the benefits of early childhood education are not just immediate. They are truly long term. If you remember back to the second inauguration that we had, the governor spoke and I spoke, and the only thing that got a standing ovation in either one of our speeches when I said that when I said the time for early childhood education in Kentucky is now. That got the only standing ovation in our speeches because people understand that when our kids start kindergarten behind, they're more likely to stay behind. They're more likely to not reach the literacy levels that we need them to in 3rd grade, and 3rd grade literacy rates are how we project prison populations. So that tells you that line is very direct, and the solution is very evident to all of us. And so I'm so grateful that we have folks here today who understand that the importance of investing in early childhood education means more than just what's going to happen in this building. It's what's going to happen to these families in this community. And I want to say a special thank you to the BEZOS Foundation, especially Mike, LDG Development, and particularly Chris and Lisa for your leadership on this project. Your organizations are putting your money where your mouth is. And because of that, we're going to make a huge difference all across Kentucky. So on behalf of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, I want to say thank you for this important investment, and know that you do not have a bigger advocate for early childhood education than your governor and your lieutenant governor, and we are going to keep fighting right alongside you to make sure that this comes to life all across the Commonwealth. Thank you.
So now that the construction on BEZOS Okolona is nearing completion, and we are breaking ground today on this location, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to announce the location of our 3rd BEZOS Academy, LDG school. It's my pleasure to announce that our 3rd school with BEZOS Academy Louisville will be Riverport, and that will be located on the Riverport Landing campus. Are you gonna? Yay! Riverport Landing is an intergenerational community that provides housing for seniors, families, through Family Scholar House, single parents who are pursuing a post-secondary education or training and working to break the cycle of poverty. BEZOS Academy Riverport will mirror BEZOS Okolona and BEZOS Russell with 4 classrooms that serves up to 80 students. Site preparation for BEZOS Academy Riverport is underway, and construction will begin soon with an opening planned for 2026, I believe. Yes, 2026. And once it's complete with all 4 schools, BEZOS Academy Okolona, Russell, Fairdale, and now Riverport, each year almost 300 kids in Louisville will receive the education they deserve. It has been a long road, and I would really like to recognize all the people here who are from LDG Development, Expert Construction. Thank you so much, because they have worked tirelessly on this. Shane Derringer, who is back there, you rock. He is a head of schedule on everything that we're doing for BEZOS, so thank you. And again, none of this would be possible without the support of a lot of people, including the Rita June Foundation Board. It's a public charity that we set up just for this effort, and so I'd like to recognize our board, which is Aldwin Helton, Marlon Cole, who's the executive director of the 502 Evolve, and Ashley Butler, once again, who without her, truly this would not be done. She has helped me every step of the way, and I cannot thank you enough. And the response from the foundation community has been beyond anything that we could have ever expected, and we have really shown BEZOS what we can do in a very short period of time when we come together in this community. So thank you all once again. Led by the $1.5 million gift from the Lift of Life Foundation that was soon followed by a $500,000 grant from CENS Foundation, a $500,000 gift from the Geens Foundation, and a $250,000 from the Weaver Foundation. The Rita June Foundation secured most of the $3.5 million needed to support the construction. And, of course, there was also the $3 million grant ensuring the construction that all 3 schools would be done very quickly. And, again, thank you all very much. Well, the J. Graham Brown Foundation is the one that stepped up with the $3 million. So, and Mason was going to be here, but she could not be here today. So, hopefully, a speedy recovery for her. Is that it? Did I catch everybody? All right, caught everybody. Again, thank you all so much, and it's a wrap. Huh? No. Oh, I got to toss dirt. Sorry. All right, who are we calling up?
All right, so we are going to,
Hold on. I am so sorry. I did forget Jake Brown. Jake Brown with Marion Construct. Where are you? Jake, right there. He's a partner with us on Riverport, and he's part of making sure the Riverport Landing School happens. So thank you so much, Jake, for your partnership, your support all these years. Dear, dear friend of ours. So thank you. All right.
so don't go anywhere. With that, we're going to toss a little dirt. So if we could have the BEZOS team, Lieutenant Governor, Mayor,